Hey guys, Fiona McLeod here, coming to you today with what to do when you just can't be bothered doing anything. When you're really unmotivated, and I do get messages from people that say, oh, I'm sorry I haven't watched your videos recently, I've just been so unmotivated and I just can't be bothered doing anything for myself or anything about self-improvement or working towards any particular goals. It's quite common just to not be bothered. We can feel a bit sluggish and exhausted and everything seems so overwhelming. You see, what happens is we have life to contend with along the journey of our ambitions and our dreams, and therefore these life things that pop up can play havoc with our mind, our body, our happiness levels, our relationships, our financial state, our fun levels, our everything. And therefore, it's normal to have days where we have this ebb and flow of life. And I think the first thing to do is to remember to be okay, be self-compassionate and know that not every day has to be amazing and not every day do we need to do things striving forward. Because a big part of it is really enjoying being in the now, or at least being with the feelings of whatever you have in the now. And some days when you can't be bothered doing anything, that's okay. However, if there's too many of those days, tricking on and on and on and on and on, it becomes like weeks or months or years of this sluggish, can't be bothered feeling, low energy, etc. The very first thing that we need to look at in this situation is the physical. Okay, so this means physical everything. This means your physical body, your physical home, your physical food that you eat, everything that is physical. I'm talking about it like this because in comparison to emotional or mental or intellectual or anything else, we have to start at that base. The base of getting our body right so that we can naturally have energy and enthusiasm. Getting our home environment clean and clear of the clutter so that we can think clearly and enjoy our space that we live in. Really cleaning up our physical space is the first place to start. Yet, of course, if you can't be bothered, then you can't be bothered doing that either, can you? So what is my message in this and how to not do when you're wanting to be somewhere, but how to not do, but do at the same time? So say you're lying on the couch and you can't be bothered doing anything. What you can do is become aware of your ideal situation. And when we can have this why, this reason, this ultimate life picture, a deeper purpose, a greater way of living, then we have a reason to do the first step, While we're just lying around doing nothing, we need to get connected with something that is going to light our heart up with. So in this case, we develop this level of subtle excitement that if we didn't have that thing come to fruition, life would not be as great. And therefore, as morbid as that sounds, it's important to know that, for example, a really easy example, if you're going through a phase and you're just drinking more alcohol than you normally would, and you're waking up feeling worse than you usually do, and you're not as inspired to put energy into the work that you usually love, you can see this vicious cycle. Drinking the alcohol is stopping you from living out your greatest career dream. Or perhaps the not exercising is causing you to have lack of energy and you really want to ultimately increase your well-being or your general health, or maybe you're working towards getting a fitter body or getting better at a sports game, or even just being able to run around with your kids. You see, when we can have this deeper reason as to why we want to make changes, then it gives us a natural evolvement into stepping baby steps forward. We don't have to like drop everything, like go on a crash diet tomorrow, or stop drinking alcohol, or start running marathons, or create a big business plan, or find a new job. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It simply needs to be a baby step forward. And the question to always ask ourselves, once we have this idea in mind, this ideal vision, and it could be that you don't know the exact vision, it just means that you want to make heaps of money. Yet sitting on the sofa doing nothing, you know that that's not making you any money. And why are you sitting on the sofa? Because you're exhausted, you're tired, you're bored, you've got no enthusiasm, you've lost your spark. And these reasons and these excuses are actually stopping you from either making that money, or finding true love, or discovering your greatest strength and developing a hobby or a creative outlet. All of these things, once we can have a point to focus on, we will ultimately want to make those baby changes, like stop eating the bad food, or go for more exercise, or change the way we communicate. All of these things that we know could help us better, not just make us lose weight or something, but instead give us the energy to live out our greatest life purpose and passion. I really hope this makes sense, because it's really about going full circle as to what is this thing I'm doing stopping me from having that would give me my greatest happiness, fulfillment, and love and joy. In a funny little way, as an example, by eating foods that your body doesn't like, that makes your body feel more tired, by eating that sugar, you are literally inhibiting yourself from being your personal best, not in a body sense, in a worldwide life, soul, purpose sense. Pretty deep and meaningful, pretty powerful. I recommend lying on the sofa when you can't be bothered doing anything and considering, what is this laziness, this food eating, this addiction that I've got right now stopping me from having? And make that your incentive to take one baby step forward that day. Cheers, guys. It's been great chatting. See you next time. Now, if you found this useful, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell button so that you're alerted into your inbox whenever there's some new fantastic inspiration just for you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Ciao for now.